And I did it by utilizing this very system I'm going to share with you. There's multiple parts to the system, mainly 4 parts, but I'm gonna focus on one part this evening, which would be recruiting. And so let me throw my screen up here. I can see everybody's on there. I think you guys should be able to see my screen. So this is for Revo Rideshare, really how to recruit. We're going to actually go over with our special guest. I'm really excited to hear from our guest this evening. They're actually going to show us how to generate leads in our business. They're going to show us a lot of things, but they're certainly going to show us like a simple way and tools that we can use to generate more leads from our business. But I want to start with kind of the initial leads that we already have, what we would call warm market. This is, people we know. This is obviously, I'd call hot market, your close friends, close family members. Warm markets, people people you'd recognize, people that are in your phone, people that are on your Facebook, maybe people you don't have their info, but like I'd meet people, I'd work out at the gym and I'd see people over and over and over again. And like when you'd walk in, you'd nod to them, say hi, whatever. That's warm market. Like the next time I go into the gym, I could probably recruit that person because they know me. They've seen me around. I could start the process to exchange numbers, let them know see what they're working on, let them know what I'm working on. So I'm going to go through just some basics on how to recruit individuals into the Revo rideshare business. The 4 basics I go through when building a massive organization. Number 1 is recruit. I think that's the foundation. The better I get at that, the easier the next steps become. And what's cool is the next steps can be done by my leaders. They can be done by my mentors. Certainly, I can learn how to do the next steps. But the first thing I have to do is fill the funnel. If I'm an amazing educator, I can train people. I can get people moving in the right direction. I can get them rocking and rolling. I can motivate them. And then eventually I can get them where they're as good or better than me. They're duplicated. But I can't get anybody to get started in the first place. I can't get anybody to even take a look at the opportunity. It doesn't matter what kind of educator I am. It doesn't matter how great I am at motivating. It doesn't matter how great I am at duplicating and getting them to where they can teach and train and recruit and build the organization on their own. If I can't get the first person to take a look, then the rest of it doesn't matter. And so our key focus tonight is really going to be, how do I recruit? Like, how do I expose people to the Revo rideshare opportunity? And once we go through that, we can worry about the education side, the motivation side, the duplication side later, or we can let the system do those other things. And we're creating better and better systems as we go. With recruiting, I break it down into 3 parts: invite, expose, and close. And so we're going to focus on all 3 of these this evening. The first one being invite. And to focus on that, I always look at getting my list together. The first thing I want to do is create a pool that I can share information with. And that's really all I'm doing. I'm not trying to sell someone a Revo node. I'm not trying to sign them up as a driver or as a customer the first time I reach out to them and make a list. I'm just looking at, how can I share this information? Inviting them to take a look at some information. So I always tell people, write down as big of a list as you can. You can go through, I use my phone and just scroll through it. I have thousands of people in my phone. It's a lot. And that's where I start. So in your phone, you might have 50 to 500 people. Maybe in your Facebook, you've got 100 friends. If you don't, if you say, well, I've only got 11 friends on my Facebook, the tool that we're going to share with you will show you how to increase that list, how to put more people in your phone, how to build a bigger list. But once you have that list, this is going to be how you expose that list to the information. So get your 50 to 500 or more. My phone has more than that. And you want to get people who you think could be really good at this, or this could positively affect their lives. And remember, with this, you can make a business prospect list as well as a customer/driver prospect list. Maybe you know someone that uses Uber a lot, travels a lot. You can expose them to the information and try and get them as a customer. Maybe you know someone that's always looking to make extra money through the gig economy. Maybe they drive for Uber, they drive for Lyft, and you can expose them to some information and then help bring them on board as a driver so they can earn some extra money in one of the 40 plus cities that we have and growing. And again, I always tell people, don't prejudge anyone. I certainly want my top 10 list, and you never know who needs this in their life. This business is people helping people. And I tell folks, I guarantee over the years, people have left me off of their list, and for two very different reasons. Initially, people would leave me off their list because when I graduated college, I tried to play professional tennis, and I tell people I probably lost money playing professionally. Like, I spent more money traveling to tournaments, paying for coaches, paying for hotels, entry fees, strings for my rackets, whatever. I probably spent more doing that than I earned in prize money. So I just didn't quite cut it. And so I moved back home with my mother and father, lived in their basement at 23 years old. And so as you're going through your list, if 23-year-old Tony comes up on your list, you probably be like, that guy lives with his parents. That guy doesn't have a job. That guy doesn't have any money. That guy doesn't really have a plan. I'm not going to put him on my list because he wouldn't do me any good. He wouldn't be able to buy anything. He wouldn't be able to sell anything. He wouldn't be able to sign up anybody. He lives in his parents' basement. And that would have been incorrect, actually. Maybe correct for a little bit, but I had somebody reach out to me, shared an opportunity with me. I saw the vision, and then I plugged into mentors that taught me things like I'm teaching you this evening: how to recruit, how to build an organization, how to expose people to information. And I got good at it. I just understood the formula, and I started inviting person after person after person, thousands of people personally that I've invited to take a look at different opportunities. The last reason people, I'd say the later reason people would leave me off their list is because of the level of success that I've had. And I guarantee people would go through, and there's probably people in my life that do this. I'm on their contact list. I'm friends with them on Facebook, and they have an opportunity and they don't call me about it. They don't reach out to me about it. And they think to themselves, oh, he's got, a multi-billion-dollar company. He's already got a couple jets. He's got, a lot of houses. He's living in Puerto Rico, Kansas, Oklahoma, traveling all over. He's too successful. He's too busy. And even today, that couldn't be further from the truth as far as whether I'd be open or not to take a look at an opportunity. I think one of the reasons I've been as successful as I've been is because I've never become closed-minded. I have a blockchain project I was on with today, and my friend said, hey, they might be looking for an investor or whatever. And I was like, yeah, I'll take a look. And it's really legit. Like, it's a great project, and they are looking for funding. And I thought, you know what? I can connect you up with some guys that do traditional market funding. And I can also, this guy, Tom, he's been working on this project since 2015. It's a blockchain layer 1 project. And I said, I can also, his is centralized. And I said, I can also potentially, he wants to decentralize. He just thinks it's going to take a long time. And I said, our community might be able to help you decentralize your project and utilizing our community, raise funds for it at the same time. And so I'm actually going to connect him with foundations, our development team. He's going to demo their stuff, and maybe it's no good, or maybe our developers go, this is really, really high level stuff. And we have the ability where he would give us the IP. and let our community use it. And I just think if I was closed-minded, I wouldn't even be on that conversation. If I was closed-minded, I wouldn't even have talked to Paul about Revo. I wouldn't have talked to Darren about R-Link. I would just be focused on the initial projects that were in our ecosystem and stayed focused on that. But I'm open. I'm always open. And so don't leave the most successful people off your list because they think, you think they're too successful or too busy. Just put them on there. Let them make a decision whether they want to take a look at what you're doing or not. At the end of the day, we're planting seeds, and you want to build as big of a list as possible so you can start planting those seeds. How you invite? Get your list, and you'll start inviting your list to hear about Revo. The key is not to say too much. Keep it simple. Keep it tight. If you're constantly talking and presenting, think of yourself as the trailer to a movie. Very seldomly will you see an hour and 28-minute trailer followed by an hour and 28 movie. It's just the trailer's a minute, 2 minutes, gets your attention, gets you excited, so you'll buy a ticket and go watch that movie. That's all we're doing with the invite. Your goal is to get them interested in hearing more. Think of the person who got you excited about Revo and let your contact see this overview, see this opportunity the same way you saw it. And I'm going to focus on 2 types of invites. One where you lead with the videos, and then 2 where you lead with the wallet. To lead with the video, the Revo videos, I use the if I, would you. If I did this, would you do that? And the question I say is, hey, if I sent you a couple videos, would you check them out? If I sent you a couple videos, would you check them out? Most folks will say, sure, no problem. And then I'll get their information, hey, I can send it to you on text. I can send you a link on an email. What's the best way to send it to you? I can figure all that out. Hey, how do you want me to send it? And then I want to find out when they can watch it. And then if I know they're going to watch it later tonight, I know when I can follow up with them, maybe in the morning, maybe later this evening. If I know they're going to watch it right now, I can sit there and wait while they watch it and just expose them to the information. I'd send them the Revo video. When you click the share button, there's a Revo video that basically exposes them to Revo Rideshare. Then we have different recordings and overviews we've done on the Revo opportunity that I can then send them and say, hey, if you like that first video, watch this, 15-minute one, 10-minute one, 20-minute one, 5-minute one. And that will go more in depth on how they can get involved in the Revo Rideshare opportunity. So my first goal is not to sign them up, not to get them to be a driver, not to get them to build a business, not to get them to be a customer. It's literally to get them to watch a video. Anything I say beyond that is too much. I want the video to do the talking for me. I want the video to share the information for me so I don't have to. Once they see the video, they'll either be excited about it or they won't be. That's not my problem. I'm not concerned about whether they like it or not. I'm concerned of whether they watch it or not. And so my only goal when I first talk to a prospect utilizing the videos is to get them to see the videos. Now, if I want to lead with the wallet, my only goal is to get them a free wallet and send them free cryptocurrency. And I'll say something like, hey, I have a new project that I'm working on. Our community is giving away free crypto that is generated by our Node software. Let me know a good email. I'll send you a link to set up a free wallet, and I'm going to send you 3,200 tokens. It could end up being worth quite a bit. You never know. I'll send you more details soon. My only goal is to get them to download a free wallet and send them tokens. I'm going to send you free tokens. Now, this is obviously if you're a Node owner, you should be getting about 3,200 tokens a day. And again, I'm not going to say it's going to be worth millions. It's going to be worth this. It's going to be worth 3,200. I don't give them numbers or anything like that because I don't know the numbers. But I can say, hey, it could end up being worth quite a bit if this project takes off. I'll send you more details soon. I want them to remain curious, if that makes sense. Curiosity will make them more likely to watch the next video I send them to. Or if I want them to meet up with my mentor, whoever introduced me to this ecosystem, they'll be excited and want to learn more. They'll be curious. What are you guys working on? What are you doing? What do you mean free crypto? Like, they might know about crypto, and anyone that knows about crypto would probably want free crypto. Anyone that doesn't know about crypto would still probably want free crypto. Like, it's free. Now, there will be people that are too busy or whatever, and you can circle back to them like, I'll get around to it, whatever. I don't focus on them. I move on to the next one. It's like if my job was to stand on the corner of the street in Las Vegas, outside of one of the casinos on the Strip, and let's say I stood out by the fountains, the fountain show at Bellagio, and somebody said, hey, I'll give you, $100,000 a day. And all you have to do is stand out by the Bellagio fountain and give away free $100 bills. And so I'm standing there going, hey, free $100 bills, free $100 bills, free $100 bills, free $100 bills, free $100 bills. And I'm holding free $100 bills and just giving them away. As crazy as this sounds, there would be people that just walk on by. And just maybe they think it's fake money, too good to be true, whatever. I assure you, there would be people that would just ignore me. They would think it's just somebody that's trying to take advantage of them, whatever. But there would be way more people that would stop by, get one of the $100 bills, go have it checked out, see it was real, and probably come back and try and get another free $100 bill. They probably head into the casino and try and turn it into $200 or $400 or whatever. So I would not be concerned about who came over. I would be concerned that people came over. If my job was to give away free $100 bills, I'd just try and do it. And if somebody didn't want it, I'd keep yelling, free $100 bills, free $100 bills. Same concept here. Free cryptocurrency tokens, free Revo Ride tokens. If it's in a city you operate, where we operate in, and you live there, you can take a ride. You can use these tokens. It's free. Get a free wallet. If somebody wants to do it, great. I get them a free wallet. If they don't, I ask the next person, hey, I'm working on a new project. We're giving away free crypto wallets, and I want to give you 3,200 tokens. Could end up being worth quite a bit. I can send you some more details soon. Let me know the best email, and I'll send you a link to set up your free wallet. I can't get into it right now. They ask me, hey, listen, I've got a bunch of calls to make. I can't get into it right now, but I'll send you some free crypto, and then I'll fill you in later. And if they're like, well, I really need to know, go listen. All right, I'll call you back when I have more time, but I'll send you some info, but let me call you back when I have more time. And then you hang up. You're done. If they don't give me their email and they're not ready to get a wallet, I'm too busy to sit there and explain anything to them. I'll shift back to sending them a video. I'll pivot. I'll call them back and say, hey, the free wallet I was going to send you, let me send you a video about the project so you can see what we're doing. And I'll pivot. I'll instead of sending them the wallet link, I'll send them the link to the video. And then I'll circle back and try and get them a free wallet. Hey, you watched the video? Great. Let me get your free wallet set up. So again, I'm inviting. I am not presenting in this scenario ever. This is me. I can certainly do presentations, but my goal is to build the funnel, to fill the pipeline up. And if every single person I reach out to and talk to, I present to, I'm not going to have enough hours in a day. I have to use the tools to present to people. And I've done this, and I'll kind of share my story the last time I really aggressively recruited. If I want to show someone a full overview, I want to get them exposed to the whole information, my mentor, whoever it is, I'm going to clear their schedule first and foremost. So let's say they saw the initial video, they like what they saw. They got the free wallet, they want to learn more about this crypto project. I'll find out, hey, like today we have a training right now, 9 p.m. Eastern or whatever. So I clear their schedule. Hey, man, what are you doing tomorrow at 9 p.m.? Nothing. Perfect. Then I know their schedule's open. I don't know if you ever ask, me what I'm doing, if I have plans tomorrow night or whatever. Hey, if I don't, I probably say I don't. If you say, hey, we're going to take people to the dentist to pull teeth out tomorrow night, what are you doing? I'll tell you, I have to wash my hair. Those of you that were on early enough to see me, I don't have any hair, but I'll make up anything to not go get my teeth pulled. And so I don't want to tell them what I'm doing. I want them to let me know, are they busy or not? And if they're busy, a lot of times I'll say, can you move it? Well, it depends, no, I can't move it. If they say, no, I can't move it, I say, well, listen, I'll call you back here in the next few days. And then I'll just say, but I got to go. I'm really busy. And I hang up. And that's going to create curiosity. Again, I'm the one who's got the deal, not them. So, hey, what are you doing tomorrow at 9 p.m.? Wait for the answer. If they say nothing, perfect, I'm going to move forward. If they say, I've got something, hey, can you move it? Yeah, I could probably move it around. Great. I move on. I move forward after I clear their schedule. If they will not clear their schedule, I let them know I'll call them back at a later date. Hey, I'll give you a call in a few days. And then I move on. I go, I got to run. I hang up and then move on with my life. Compliment them. So if they say, yeah, I'm pretty open. Say, well, listen, I'm working on a new project. I know with your background, and then fill in the blank. Hey, with your background as an entrepreneur, this could be something you'll want to know about. I use that a lot. This could be something you'll want to see. This could be something you'll want to have eyes on. So I clear their schedule. Hey, Paul, what are you doing tomorrow night around 9 p.m. Eastern? Nothing. I don't have any plans. Great. I've got something you're going to want to see. The fact that you've been an entrepreneur for so many years, there's a new project that I was just turned on to, and a ton of entrepreneurs are involved. I think it's something you're going to want to see. It may or may not be for you. That's a pullback. It may or may not be for you, but it's certainly something you're going to want to see. And then I leverage credibility. Give them a reason to want to hear about this from my mentor. And I'll tell my mentor's story. Hey, I'm working with a gentleman, Paul Michael. He's helped to build up an Inc. 500 company. He's helped to build a marketing firm that did over $1 billion in revenue in a 12-month time frame. He's somebody that walks from successful project to successful project to successful project. And he's working on a project right now. And you remind me, as far as the entrepreneurial mindset, a lot of Paul's mindset. This is something you're definitely going to want to see. So tomorrow at 9, I'm sending you a link. Hop on this video conference, and you can hear about what this guy's working on. I'm telling you, it may or may not be for you, but you're gonna probably say, hey, Tony, you know what? I'm glad you shared this with me, because it's something I should know about. It's something I should know about with my background as an entrepreneur. Then get a commitment. So once I get that commitment, I want to confirm that time. And the last statement I'm going to make, all right, I'm going to let my mentor know. I'll tell Paul to plan on tomorrow evening at 9 p.m. Eastern. Can I count on you being there? And if they say yes, I got it. Can I count on you being there? I use that to end almost every call when I do an invite. Can I count on you being there? Once they make that commitment, we're rocking and rolling. Remember, professionals, don't worry about our prospects saying yes or no. That's out of our control. We can only control how many we invite. Each person on your list is like getting a free scratch-off lottery ticket. Think of it this way. I introduced Darren Kidd to this information. I introduced Paul to this information. I've made millions of dollars off of both of those gentlemen through this information. And so the fact is, that's better than most scratch-off lottery tickets on the planet. And I don't know how to convey that to people that literally in your phone right now, you have winning Powerball type tickets. The people in there, and the best news is you don't have to pay for them. They're already in your phone. The last time I did a massive recruiting push, I went through my phone and got halfway through the letter E, and I was so busy. I really haven't done that since. Almost everybody that's in this ecosystem with me in my organization is people that I've already been doing business with, and I just talk to them on the daily or the weekly and let them know what projects I'm coming across, or somebody that reached out to me proactively, and I shared this with them. Now I'm getting to a point where I'm creating enough systems that I feel like I'll be able to dig in. But I've been helping with the Revo Rideshare project. I've been helping with our Rally R-Link project. And so I've been on the operations side, making sure those projects move in the right direction. And I haven't been able to kind of take the time to just sit down and go through my list. And it's funny, even though I was halfway through the letter E, on my list, I can't remember how many people have my phone. It's in the thousands, several thousands. And it was only my A-listers I was reaching out to. And I tell you guys not to prejudge, but I have so many A-listers in my phone. This is people that are $1 million net worth and above, people that have built huge sales organizations. So when I'm recruiting, I literally isolated the most successful, most influential people I knew, and I shared information with them. I said, hey, if I did this, would you do that? Hey, I'm working on a new project. Love to send you some information. It's something you're going to want to see. What's your best email? Are you still at the paulmichael@gmail.com? Is that still good for you? If I have their email, I'll just confirm it. If I don't, I'll say, what's the best email for you? I'll send you a link. And then I say, hey, when do you think you'll be available? It's like a 5-minute video. When do you think you'll be available to check it out? Tomorrow night. Okay, great. If you can watch it tomorrow night, that's Friday. I'll reach out to you and ping you. Maybe I'll text you on Saturday sometime if you have any time, or we can reconnect next week. Again, I'm never panicked. I'm simply planting the seed. I want them to see the information. Whether they like it or not is irrelevant. The Bible says, hey, we can't control whether we plant the seed and it falls on rocks, on stone, whether the birds eat it, whether the thorns strangle it and won't let it grow, or whether it falls into fertile soil and takes root. That's not for us to decide. All our goal is to plant the seed. And I look at this like in your phone right now is a ton of winning lottery tickets. I would ask those questions of those potential lottery ticket winners if they're open to take a look at a video, if they're open to getting some free crypto. That's really what we want to stay focused on in the inviting and recruiting segment of building our organization. So that's really the nuts and bolts. I won't go into expose or any of that type of stuff. I just wanted to go through the initial invite, and then we can kind of tackle the rest as we go. We'll do more and more trainings like this, so you guys have more and more opportunities on what do I need to be doing on a day-to-day basis to help build my business. So now I think, Paul, we've got our special guest coming up.
So we have two special guests. Tony doesn't know about one of them. Well, kind of knows about both of them. But so when AI first came out, artificial intelligence, and I know some of you, when you hear that word, you freak out. Oh my God. I was messing around with this AI stuff today, and even Julie and Aaron that, were here like, that's scary. No, it's only scary if you don't know how to use it. It's like I listened to Gary Vaynerchuk, and he talked about artificial intelligence and how whenever he was talking about artificial intelligence, but he was also talking how many people are like, oh, we're going to lose our jobs and people are going to not have jobs. And they said the same exact thing whenever plows came along and those big combines. I almost said Columbine. That's a whole different animal. But combines and machines that came along. And it wasn't that it got rid of jobs. Maybe it did get rid of some jobs, but the people that lost their jobs were the people that didn't know how to utilize it. And so I mean, from the day that it happened and started coming out, Tony can tell you, I was using AI for everything I possibly could use it for. I was using it to write poems to girlfriends. I was using it to write I'm sorry letters. I was using
Was that plural to girlfriends?
let's not, we're not, sometimes I stumble and slur. But I've been really excited about AI because I think if we as network marketers and recruiters and things of that nature are able to use it the right way, it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And so before Tony actually turned his camera off, I wanted to introduce him to one of our special guests. Did you turn your camera off, Tony? Did you leave?
No, I muted, and it turned when I muted it, turned my camera off.
Oh, I mean, I wanted to see your.
I would love to see the new guest.
So we have a new special guest that what we put you on this call tonight was, and I believe this is imperative. I think it's so funny. I was getting messages from friends of ours, Tomas, and other people that have known Tony and I for 20 plus years, and like going, "Oh my God, Tony is amazing. Tony's great." Like, and this is stuff that we know needs to be trained on and taught. And up until now, I don't think we were ready to turn the floodgates on and do all these different things. So I've been working with a company, and we're going to introduce you to that tonight. But I want to introduce all of you to artificial intelligence, Paul AI. And so I'm pretty fired up and excited about this because this is going to take Revo to a whole nother level when it comes to customer service. Instead of you trying to send emails in, instead of you trying to send all these different things and trying to, I mean, listen, people try to track me down through Facebook. If you don't get the answer you want with support, then you send me an email. If you don't find me on email and get that right, if you keep going and keep going and keep going, people will find me on Facebook. I'm surprised they haven't showed up at Tony's house yet and started trying to get, but we want to have it so everything is in one area and you get the right information. And so I've been working with a company for the last couple of months, and I have never been more excited about a tool in direct sales and recruiting. And I told them, Justin is a gentleman that put it all together. I'm going to introduce you to a lady named Cheryl in just a little bit. But when I first met Justin, I was like, you make me so mad because I've spent 30 years of my life learning personality types, how to deal with people, how to approach people, all these different things. And now you've put it into a program that will tell you what to say to people. We're going to go through that very quickly tonight. But without further ado, I want to introduce you. Can you see my screen, Tony?
I can, buddy.
So this is Paul AI, and this is going to be able to answer questions. I'm really mad because I can't see your face as we do this. So
I have to talk. It's speaker view. So if I talk, I can see me.
Okay. Can you see this though?
I can see your screen.
Yes. What's going to happen is we're going to be able to load every FAQ, every question, every video I've ever done. We'll have one of these built for Tony and also for Darren when it comes to different things. And it's going to make it so much better. Instead of you going, oh, go find this FAQ or go do this. All you're going to have to do is tell somebody to go ask Paul. And so I'm going to ask it a question real quick. Who is Tony Swantek? Let's see what I say.
We'll see how intelligent.
Kind of sits here, thinks a little bit.
I can't hear it.
You hear it?
No, I can just see him talking, but I can't hear it.
Dang it, really? You couldn't hear it at all?
But I can see he's talking, and I
So
can
what
read.
happens is I put
You can just ask them to repeat that if you'd like.
Well, I don't know if it'll play.
Yeah, just say, can you repeat that?
Oh, here, let me ask.
Can we share the sound?
I just don't think people can hear it.
I don't know if we're sharing the sound through it.
I don't know why. It did it earlier on the other thing. Can you repeat that? If nothing else, you'll get to play with this a little bit later on tonight. But
No sound, but I can see it.
so if you could have heard it, it's in my voice, and it doesn't know about as much about Tony as it probably should, but it will. And we're going to be able to ask it like some of the questions that you could ask it. I went through and asked it who is Tony and how is Tony and all these different things. Now let's see if it asks who is Paul Michael. You can read that. You could actually read the stuff though, right, Tony?
Yeah, I can see it. It's probably better not hearing you
Shut up.
and just reading it.
That is true. But it's pretty amazing. You heard it earlier, right? How it puts it in my own voice. And
It does. It does. You sounded a little more East Texas than Central Texas. That's what I thought.
so this is just one of the aspects of this whole program. And I'm going to bring someone on that's going to kind of help guide me through it. And I started utilizing this thing a couple of months ago. And so it's exciting for me because here's the deal. How many of you have ever sat down to write a post on your Facebook and you couldn't figure out what to write, how to write it, what to do? And so I have a really good friend of mine who is a doctor, and he's been utilizing this thing for a long time. And he called me up a couple of months ago and he said, Paul, you have got to use this thing, and I'm telling you, you're going to love it. And I was like, yeah, whatever. I just thought it was another one of these things where people are going to try to get me to spend money and do all this different stuff. And I signed up. And the minute I signed up, I spent the most amount of money I possibly could. And tonight, we're going to give you the opportunity for you to have a 7-day free trial with this thing. And then even beyond that, it's not going to cost much. But when I show you some of the things this is going to do, I think you're going to be amazed. And so I want to introduce all of you to someone that's going to kind of help me through it. She is the vice president of marketing with a company called NowSite. And they were generous enough to create my own AI. And Cheryl had to deal with my little diva-ness yesterday. I was traveling across the country trying to get a lot of things done. And I was supposed to have videos to her about a week ago. And it just didn't work out. Like the video wasn't right. I tried to do it in Colombia. Then I tried to do it again when I was on my trip to, around the world of Singapore without actually getting to Singapore. And I'm excited about this. And yesterday I had a tiny bit of a meltdown for a moment, and Cheryl walked me through it. And I felt like she had her own AI that was very patient with me. But Cheryl, you can either turn your camera on or not, but I just want everybody, tell me a little bit about your story and the background of AI. Then I'm going to walk people through how it works and they can see all kinds of different things.
That was awesome. Well, great to be here. Hi, everybody. Some familiar faces there in the chat. It was quite fun to hear Paul AI, to program Paul AI. I've been hearing Paul in my head for about 3 days now, the real version, the AI version of Paul. He can answer all types of questions about Revo. He can answer all types of questions about the blockchain. But what's really cool is he gets smarter and smarter. And that's awesome.
I wish the real Paul did. That'd be nice.
You know what, the real Paul is great, but the AI version of Paul can speak 150 languages. So
let me do that real quick. While you're talking, if I went back to that AI and I asked it to do it in Spanish, what did you tell me to say?
Can you say that in Spanish?
Can you say that in Spanish? Now, y'all won't be able to hear it in Spanish, unfortunately, but
it's worth hearing. You got to try it. He's super fun. But he speaks perfect Spanish. He speaks perfect French. He speaks like a ton.
I am fluent as crap. I'm moving to Colombia with this tomorrow. This is amazing. Like, y'all didn't get to hear it, but it did exactly how to speak. It's so funny. People are asking if I have an AI duck because everybody knows I have this stupid duck thing. But so tell us a little bit about how this came about and why it came about and what it was structured and put together for.
For sure. So hi, Booming, by the way. Hi, Janine. So just wanted to say some hi to some people there in the chat. So we've built this to help people build their business on social media. We built it for the beginner, for the person who says, I just got to get out there and get some exposure. I don't know what to do in my business. And look, we work with hundreds of thousands of customers all around the world in all different languages. And what we're able to do is double their social media results. That's like our guarantee, right? We'll double your social media results. And that's by clicking a few buttons and letting the AI get to know you. What really makes us really different from any other AI platform, even the ones that you hear of as far as ChatGPT and so on, is your AI gets to know you. Right? Your AI takes on your personality. It'll think like you. It'll write like you. It'll sound like you in your social media posts. So just like here where Tony clicks on post on social media, or he can go to train my
You want me
AI.
to do the train?
Like you can put any info that you want in here and your AI kind of takes on that personality. So it'll learn about you. Just like he adds, it'll think like you, like right at the top there. Where it says think like me, you can add interest and favorite popular figures. And even in the write like me section, right?
I think I actually did this to myself. You don't probably know who this person is, but there's a gentleman who's a YouTube star that's a good friend of mine, and he's Paul. His name is Paul, and he's 23. And everyone now has started to call him Young Paul and me Old Paul. And I have no clue how this got in here, but I think I actually may have even, like, if this AI went out and found that he's calling me that and he put it in here.
Let
Oh
him
my
know.
God. Yeah. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, so there's like a write like me section. It's one of my favorites because I like to use lots of emojis and keep things short and punchy. But you can change this however you'd like. So each person's account is individualistic and it's curtailed to them. So my account sounds like me when I write on social media. Paul sounds like Paul's. Boomy would sound like Boomy, right? So when you go to that top button on the home screen, right, top left, there's a section that says post on social media. And you can do everything from caption your selfies to images to short text, long posts. But the button that most people hit is surprise me, right? So in the top right hand corner, it's surprise me. That's what people love most because they don't know what the hell to post. Oh, sorry. Can I say what the hell?
You can say hell. I say
they don't know what to post, right? So it'll give you words of the day. It'll give you all kinds of things that would be fun for your personality. And you
So
can
I
hit
show
this.
one of the things like I love, like when I get up in the morning, and to be honest, if you go and look at my social lately, I do a lot of posts in the morning, and I cannot I can think pretty quickly when I get up in the morning, but how many have ever written a post and you have to write it 7 times? It's like, I'm going to show you how quick I can write a post now. If I go under here, where's the one? Where's the one with both caption and suggested image? I've already set this up to where I have my Gold Rush Global that we're in the process of launching. We have blockchain and I have Revo Rideshare, and even Nowsite is in there. But if I go in here and I click on blockchain and I put the objective is I want to educate, and I say, let's do it with Revo actually, since we're more, right. And you know what? This is really going to make me not look as smart as I have for the last 2 weeks, but it's okay. Write a post about how rideshare is changing because of blockchain. And that's it. Like, that's all I'm going to put in here. I can go down and I put the educate. Oh, I didn't write it all right. It probably even corrects this stupid stuff where I can't see. You can even do it in different languages, right?
Yep.
And so look at this. Within 5 seconds, imagine a world where your ride sharing experience is transparent, secure, and cost-effective. At Revo Rideshare, we're using blockchain to revolutionize the industry. Say goodbye to hidden fees and hello to better earnings for drivers and lower fares for riders. It put emojis in here. Welcome to the future of ride sharing, blockchain, rideshare revolution. I can go in here right now and I can post it to any one of these, to Instagram, to what is that one?
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn. I don't use that enough. But I go here now and it'll take me to my Facebook. I think it will, won't it?
Yeah. Just click get started.
I'll get started. That's it.
And
Oh,
post.
I usually do it on my phone, so it's very easy.
Yeah.
This
You
may
guys
have.
can all talk to Paul on your phone too. Isn't that funny?
Oh my gosh, I'm going to talk to myself all day.
In your
because
pocket.
at least if I talk to myself, I'll have a very, I'll have a intelligent conversation. So now it's already saved everything that they just did. So I just went in there and posted it, and then I think I have to just go into my. I'm so scared to open my camera.
Don't do it.
Oh, that's all right. I'm not worried about it that much. But I'm not going to go through the whole process. But I could take that picture and just paste it, put that up, and it would already be there. If you go and look at my Facebook for the last week, let's go and look at it actually. Yeah, leave. Like, here's a post that I put up. This post today, I wrote using NowSite to promote this thing tonight. Excited to invite you to an exclusive training with Tony Swantek and me. We'll be deep diving into building a global team and a blah, 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 blah. Put the picture up and it was done. Like, here's another one. Excited to invite you. This one right here, we have a hurricane going on in Florida. I went and just wrote this real quickly. It's funny. I got people asking me, where exactly is this photo? And I'm like, this is an old photo. But it was amazing because I have seen more, like right here, I got more interaction than probably I have on anything in a while. Now this one I wrote myself and it was amazing. I'm just kidding. But like this one right here is another one. Being a parent, I'm a single parent, and I know a lot of people go through this. Being a parent's a grind, no doubt, but it's our responsibility to show the next generation. And I didn't write this. All I said was, like, write something about being a parent and how we need to help our kids grow. That's it. And then it spit all of this out. I've done this with all these different things. I mean, and it's getting nothing but better. And so I wanted to go through some of the other things that you guys are going to. Now, you're going to be able to have a free week, right? Is it 7 days, I think?
Yeah, 7 days.
Before we get done tonight, I'll let Cheryl talk in a minute, and I'll put I don't put the stuff up because I know everybody.
Let me talk.
Huh? No, I don't let
Sorry,
anybody talk. Listen, Tony talks enough for both of us. So I'm gonna let her just kind of guide me into the different things. Now, when you pay you'll have a very limited use, but not limited in a bad way. I'm saying like there's gonna be very economical for somebody. You're gonna have 7 days to try it for free, and then I think it's like $20 a month, and you're gonna be able to have posts. You're gonna have to be able to train your AI. You're gonna be able to use this thing for so many different avenues. But there are some extra added things that I think some of you are gonna take to it. Like, I was gonna say duck to water, but I'm tired of talking about that duck. But it's amazing because how many of you run out of people to talk to? There's a way for this thing to make it so you never run out of way to talk to. We're a global entity now. You can recruit all over the world. So I'll let you take it over. You tell me where to go.
Awesome. So there was just somebody saying, what makes this so different than ChatGPT and pulling images from Google is most of your teammates, they can't prompt ChatGPT or grab a post or image from Google. And your thing takes on your personality, knows your businesses. You can add unlimited amounts of businesses here and it will post about those businesses in just a click. So I wanted to show that section here where it says business or product profiles. You're going to go down right up. There you go. You can have unlimited. So you see Paul here has NowSite, Revo, blockchain, Gold Rush, and you can add what you'd like. And it makes it easy to post about those businesses. And AI, of course, helped.
And it asks you questions, right? It'll walk you through.
Yeah,
it asks you different questions, your business or product. I went in, we're the first operational decentral. To be honest, I had AI help me write some of this stuff, Revo Rideshare, what it's about. And it put it in there. And then keywords. It actually created a lot of this for me, as I put stuff in.
Yeah. So it will also help you comment on posts, which I think is completely underrated, but helps you build and grow your business. So at the top there,
Right.
on the home screen, see the second place that's comment on posts. I like to screenshot. I like to do a lot of this from my app, but you can put screenshots of somebody else's post in here and it'll tell you the perfect response so that you can create engaging comments on social posts, which is really cool. In the top, it'll even help top at the home screen again. It'll help you start conversations. So if you go to the start conversation section, it will help you start conversations with people if you pull down the objective with someone who's liked your post, birthday, anniversary, congratulations, supportive, condolences, because this is a relationship business, right? You can only get money from one place, and that's people. So you better know how to talk to people. And look, it's from posting to commenting to start conversations. I know we joke around and talk about Paul, and he'll help you here. Condolence. It's hard, right, Rashida, to write some condolences to somebody.
I'm just seeing, I just want to
Yeah.
get my birthday out there for everybody to know it. But so if I put birthday and I said Paul Michael's birthday, write a birthday post, is that what I need to do?
It's writing a message, so it'll write a birthday message. You can just put John in there. You can put Mary in there, and it'll write a message to. You don't even have to write a birthday message. Just put a name, Paul, Cheryl.
Oh, there it is. I'm sorry, it already did it.
So just write.
Wishing you the happiest birthday on it, enjoy a special day to the fullest. Which I know some people go, oh, that's easy, I can do that, but a lot of people won't.
They won't. And you know, I have to share this because I think it's really important and it's super helpful. When you go to Paul AI, like you see Paul here, right? And if you kind of whoosh over so we can see that chat, right? See that bottom right-hand corner where it looks like an image?
Yeah.
You can share conversations with Paul. So let's say you're having a chat with somebody on Facebook, or you're having a chat with somebody, you're texting with them. If you share that conversation with Paul, he'll give you the perfect response. He'll be able to overcome objections, help you close sales, and he'll continue to tell you what to say next in the conversation. So you can share images with him, conversation images, and he'll always tell you how to reply. And everybody thinks that that's the most helpful thing when they have a leader like Paul telling them exactly how to respond and how to answer. So
I didn't even know that was I didn't even know I was that smart.
So, and he can read all different languages too. So you can't.
Yeah, I saw somebody was asking that. If you write in the language, can they respond in the correct language?
Yeah, so you can have the UI UX or Now Site in 60 or so languages, and you can take.
So we can utilize this all over the world.
All over the world.
I mean, when we start getting this, and the great thing about it is we're going to load more and more information in this. We're going to get it better. Like some of the questions that it put up today, it wasn't exactly the way I would have answered it. And Cheryl and I talked about it, and I'm like, she's like, here, just send me what you would have said, and the AI will take that and even make it better. Yeah. So can we go to the thing about what do you think's better to show next? We can go on for an hour. I don't want to go too much longer. Yep. I need to go watch my Dallas Cowboys do whatever they're going to do. But
so there's more advanced tools inside of the platform, and that includes the ability to create sales funnels, unlimited websites, email campaigns, things like that.
You can even do text campaigns, I think I saw in there.
Yeah. So if you go to
and these are all going to be a little bit more expensive, but I'm just telling you, I have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on different departments. I've had email departments. I've had text messaging departments. I've had social media departments, and I've had to have all those different things. For you as an individual, if you really, really get into this and utilize it and work with it, this is why I think that I'm so fired up and excited about it. Because when ChatGPT came out, I beat it up for weeks. Like I just kept going. I have a book that's going to come out about blockchain utilizing Doug that'll probably be out in the next week or so. And I just took ChatGPT. I wrote this book in less than a week. And it's probably one of the best things I've ever seen. But I spent the time to get good at it. And so if you spend the time utilizing this thing and spend a little bit of money and invest in yourself, some of these tools I think are going to be just ridiculous. Where do you want me to go next?
So if you go to team content there where it says team content, we under the marketing campaign,
Where?
to the left down, it says
Oh, I'm
marketing
sorry.
campaign. Going right there. So I added a marketing campaign here for some of our advanced users. If you click on it, you can have your own website, email campaign, some intro scripts. I kind of just built this one out, and you can add, edit, or change anything that you like in there, and it
Oh
can
my
be
gosh.
your own. So that's one of our more advanced features. And then we have prospects that people love. So if you go back into,
And these things that are back here, some of the stuff you created, our people are going to be able to use no matter what, right?
yeah, you can use it. You can use all those scripts.
Like these like these scripts and stuff like that, right?
Yeah. So if you click on not that one, just click on the script itself. So hit the X at the top. Just click on the
Okay.
script. There you go. So you can just copy it to your clipboard and use it wherever you'd like.
Oh my gosh. And we can add more and more of those things as we go along.
Yeah.
Like this is just something that Cheryl was kind enough to go and put together behind the scenes while I was trying to do a video for 6 weeks. And she got hers done a lot better and quickly than I can. But we'll have FAQs, we'll have marketing campaigns, we'll have scripts, handling objections.
They're all in there loaded right now for people that signed up. Like I don't understand blockchain. Like what should you say? I'm not a salesperson. What should you say? What if I don't make money? I've never done this before. And we can
keep adding and adding and adding. And that's the thing, like it'll all be in one place. So that's one of the biggest things that Tony and I used to do. We used to do conference calls on a Tuesday night, and we would tell people, all right, go out, get all your objections, and then come back next Tuesday and we'll spend an hour going over them. Now, this takes it to where you don't have to do that. Like we can have it all in one place, and the AI can take videos that I've done. I know it can take everything that we put together over the years. And one thing I want to show is with Eric before we end up being done.
we have to show prospects.
Okay, I know, but after that, where's the prospect? The prospect thing is like my favorite. Where should I go?
First one with the plus sign, down a bit. Down one more, and then my prospects.
There it was, prospects, right? Mm-hmm. And this is an advanced feature. So just so you understand, everyone's going to get a 7-day free trial. Then it's going to, I think, $20 a month. I'll put I'll go to the, I'll put it in the chat in just a second. But this is one thing. So tell me how to make this thing work.
So you can search. We have the world's largest searchable prospect database of 2.2 billion people around the world. And this is not just a prospect database that's like bull, where you get like somebody's name and somebody who hasn't like opted into learning more about that subject. Here you can search by city, state. You can even search by country. You can search by interest and skills, gender. If you like some more advanced targeting, you can pull that drop down here, and you could decide if you want to do a more advanced targeting. Less is more here. But when you click to get a prospect, what
I did was I put in Australia, I put in blockchain, and then both genders, and that's kind of pretty much it. And then you hit get a prospect.
And then if you view this contact, we'll give you information on social media, this person, Jake's interests and hobbies, as well as personality.
This is the stuff I was telling Justin. I've spent 30 years learning, and it makes me mad that he put it together for you in a heartbeat. Like you can go in here and look at this person's personality, what they like, how do you talk to them, you know, like how do they do, is email something, are they more inclined for email, or are they more inclined to meet in person, what kind of stressors they have. And none of this stuff is 100%, but like you can go in here, and I could go into find this person on LinkedIn. Now I know a lot about him. I could go in there and send things. There's tactics. How do you book a meeting? How do you get Jake to book a meeting? Be strong and straightforward. Give them one-time option and ask if it works. You know, this is going to be really good for some of you that are very introverted. Like I'm telling you, when I first saw this stuff, it made me crazy, because I spent hundreds of thousands of dollars and years going to these seminars and learning how to talk to people and how to ask them the right questions. And This is making it so all of you can do things and it accelerates. My son is on this call tonight, and I'm excited for him to see this kind of stuff, because this is stuff that for him, and I know he's more introverted than I am, but if he were to utilize this whole thing, he could go out and build a team all around the world, in a very, very short amount of time, to go out and do it. You can put notes in here on each of these people, correct? Right?
Yeah, you can add notes. You can add them to lists. If you're an email campaign writer, you can add them to lists. You can build entire campaigns around people or person. You can even schedule follow-ups.
Oh, this thing makes me, that prospect thing is the greatest. And listen, my friend that's a doctor said he utilizes this more than anything. He every single day, he said he gets 5 to 10, 15 to 20 prospects every single day. He contacts them in the way it tells them to contact. And he said he has been able to close over $6 million in business in a very short amount of time. And he said that might even be being very, and I know the type of business he's in, and it'll work completely, really, really well with what we do. What are some other things?
I think you wanted to show Eric.
Oh, yeah. So what I wanted to do and see as some of the other options too, is like we can build websites. Like I went and built that one you built, I went and built a Gold Rush Global site, just messing around with it. I can go in here and put all kinds of things in there, and it just saves time. How many of you are busy?
We have a section. See if you click the bullhorn right here.
I'm sorry, did I miss it?
That bullhorn, like right down, right next to the website, on the left-hand side. Presenting now, and see where it says marketing services. Included in our marketing plan, which is one of our more advanced plans, we'll build an unlimited amount of websites for you. That's just included in your subscription. So if you're not like the most tech savvy, that's fine. We have experts just sitting back there waiting to read. It's not AI, it's real humans, and they'll build the website for you. They'll take websites, copy them on over to Now Site for you as well. So they'll make it simple.
That's crazy. So I wanted to show you something, and you're not going to be able to hear it, obviously. I don't know why that's not letting y'all hear the sound. But Eric Worre is probably the #1 trainer in the network marketing field. And I know that he doesn't know anything really about, some of you know that one of my past lives business-wise, I used to own jewelry stores, pawn shops. We did in-home goal parties. And Eric Worre knows nothing about that. I know he doesn't. I know he doesn't know a lot about blockchain technology. So I'm going to put a question in there, and I want you to see the response that they gave, because it's amazing. Eric, you can just read it. You think about combining, and ours will get this. Now, a lot of you tell people I'm a great person, I'm really smart. Now you're not going to have to lie to people anymore, because this is going to make me way smarter. Eric, what do you think about combining gold parties with network marketing and utilizing blockchain technology? See what it says. Now, don't just know you're not going to be able to hear it. But once they sign up tonight and they get their free week, they'll be able to utilize the back office when it comes to me and Eric and everything, right?
Yeah. They'll be able to talk to you and Eric right away.
Like, that to me was one of the most amazing things, because I know Eric's not an expert in that, but it took the expert of the internet and took the question and just condensed it down. And I think that's what a lot of what goes on with Now Site. So I don't want to take a lot more of you guys' time. I want you to all go play with this thing, and I want you to get signed up, and I want you to start utilizing it. And I am going to do this for those. And listen, I know some of you have done some things with us. I still have everyone's emails that we did a contest or a challenge a few weeks ago. I swear to you, I am going to get you your tokens in your wallet as soon as possible. But for those of you that get registered tonight, and we'll have a list of that. This will make it so much easier. Nobody will have to email. I'll have a list of everyone that gets registered tonight. And I want you to start utilizing this on a daily basis. But if you get registered tonight, try the free week out or whatever. I think if you really utilize it and commit yourselves to using it every single day for the next week, spending 15 to 20 minutes on understanding it, how to get prospects, how to do, will they have access to the prospect stuff, or will it just be the basic?
Just the social. So
okay, so social in the beginning. Some of you
know, Paul and Eric.
Huh?
Social, Paul, Eric, and the content I added to the team there.
Okay, which is plenty for free. But I will tell you, some of you are going to want to do what I did. The first day I saw it, and I know this sounds dumb, I was like, how much can I spend? Like, I knew there was a top tier, and I was like, I'm just going to do it. Like, I didn't even talk to my doctor. I didn't even talk to Cheryl yet. I didn't talk to anybody. I went and spent as much as I possibly could because I'm like, listen, if what they have, the little bit is amazing, I know the rest of it's going to be even better. So I am going to find what Cheryl sent me real quick. Is there anything you want to end up on tonight?
So I was just sharing here, try it free for the 7 days. I said, maybe Paul will invite me back so I can answer more questions.
No, we will. Let's let everybody utilize it. And maybe at the beginning of next week, we'll get back on and do another training and let, people start understanding it. Let me find the link.
You want me to share it? The link?
Yeah, go. Yes.
Here you go. I'll put it in the chat.
This is why there's people smarter than me.
So we typically charge quite a bit more than you see here. Our typical price is $49, but Paul, Tony, the guys, they got it quite a bit lower. So, and you even get to try it free for 7 days. So you can check it out.
I'm just telling you, like, you can ask Cheryl. When I first met and talked to her and Justin about, because I wanted that AI. I think that's going to help us so tremendously when it comes, and whether it's me or it's somebody else prettier or whatever, I don't care. But I want one place where people can go and get all their questions answered, and we can build that up and make it so that, you get a brand new person in and they go, how do I open my city? All right, go ask the AI. And it gives them the steps on what they need to do to open it. And right now it's not perfect, but we're going to add more and more and stuff. But over time, what that does is gives us scalability. It gives us a way to do it. And I said to Justin and Cheryl the first day, I said, I didn't care how much it cost, to be honest with you. And I said, all right, so how much is it? Like, let's go. Like, what do I got to do to get this thing up and running? And he said, well, I got, I don't know how upset you're going to be, but it's free. And I said, what? And he said, listen, because you're going to be utilizing and bringing people in and helping us build our business, we don't need to go out and rip people off and charge people too much. And that's one of the things I love about it, is that they're not trying to rip people off. They're trying to get this something out there in your hands to utilize. And the bigger and better and I think there's also something, I'm not sure if you bring some other people in, at some point yours becomes free. So there is an aspect where you can, get yours paid for. But what I would encourage all of you to do is go to that link, get signed up, try it out. I'll set something up with Cheryl maybe on Tuesday of next week. And then we'll get back together, keep all your questions, get everything put together, and we'll go from there. So if anybody has anything else they'd like to share or whatever, you can always send an email into support@revoride.com, or you can go ask Paul AI, and he may or may not know all the answers yet, but we will. So anything you want to leave us with, Cheryl?
No, this was super fun, Paul. I loved it.
No,
Thanks for having me.
No, I'm excited. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for doing it. I'll get the Dormals actually on here tonight. I'll make sure that we get this downloaded, we get it put up, because I know some of you are going to want to watch it over and over and share it with your team. So thank you so much, and we will talk to you guys soon. Have a great day.
Bye.